Right already. We back, hopefully with my friends who don't do no little boy tongue sucking.
The Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama. Gosh.
How could you believe that, man? Did you see it? Bullhead.
A stock for lie, God forbid.
Did you see it, JJ?
I didn't see it.
You know who the Dalai Lama is?
Yes.
Yes, but I didn't see it.
Bo P, you remember we were at Cat's house and he had that shrine up for Dalai Lama?
Yes.
I mean, the two stories not connected. I mean, I just thought about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Dalai Lama. Now, I know other cultures got other customs and stuff, but now, that was just beyond, I couldn't comprehend it, man. The Dalai Lama, he talking to a little boy, told the little boy come give him a hug, then told the little boy give him a kiss, and then the Dalai Lama stuck his tongue out and told the little boy, suck my tongue.
There's no excuse for that. I know sometimes we put people up higher than they supposed to be, but with that one, I saw that. I don't know what he was on. Sometimes people just finally get exposed for what they are. Yeah. It's just no excuse for that.
Now, I went and did a little research because one thing that shocked me about it is the other people that were there, they just started giggling and shit. So I said, maybe it's that culture. And they say partly it is. Now, I ain't defending it because the shit was just freaky dicky to me.
Yeah.
But I've always said in the case of R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, some of the other rock stars, not Positive K. But what happens is, in my mind, they go to these third world countries and perform. They get a lot of money. But they go over there where the culture is different. For example, you go to some of these third world cultures, it ain't nothing to be with a 13, 14-year-old girl. They get married with 13, 14.
Right.
And then they try to bring that shit back over here to the West and act like, we
it's
slow.
The norm. Right.
'Cause we ain't getting with that thing. But that was just beyond.
They got to know better than sucking tongue. I mean, when your pink part touch another person's pink part,
yeah, that's
it's
disgusting.
intimate. It don't matter what part is pink. When two pinks touch, that's a lot.
I never thought about it in the pink way.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Two pinks touching, that's a lot.
Depending on what part of the pink you're talking about, I'm gonna.
So I guess Mark can't touch nobody nowhere. He pink all over. Oh man, I just thought it was freaking, man. I couldn't, but
everybody thought it was freaky.
It's the age of the child.
I knew nothing
And
about
it was a boy child too.
I knew
It's
nothing
probably worse.
about
This
Whether
is
a boy
crazy.
or girl child.
Boy or girl.
That's
Boy or
freaky.
girl, that's
7 years
still-
old, maybe.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Bo?
I knew nothing about it till now, but he did apologize for doing it. But I don't know what. Maybe he just saw a tongue he just couldn't resist or something. I don't know, but he did apologize.
He said he was being funny.
But if it's your culture, then
funny
where's the
about
reason to
that?
apologize?
No, it
That
wasn't
must be
about
not full of
culture.
it.
It wasn't
That ain't
about
their culture. We the best.
That ain't their culture.
People sucking
Yeah.
tongue.
No,
We ain't never seen
We're
that.
acting
Yes.
like it was the norm.
They
so
were laughing.
They were
Right.
laughing. So what I'm saying is, if he had to apologize, then we definitely know it wasn't part of their culture. They were just probably trying to
No,
cover up.
he didn't
on-
apologize right then.
Oh yeah, he came out a
He
couple days
apologized later.
Yeah.
Basically
That's 'cause he
apologized to
got-
the rest of the world that came down
Yeah,
on
he
his
got
ass.
some
Right,
backlash
exactly.
behind it.
Because
You know what I
the
mean?
point of
But if
view
you're
from the
right,
West.
why not explain that as part of your culture if you know you ain't doing wrong versus apologizing? You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
it's a part of the culture. Though.
That's because he got backlash about
Well,
it.
I don't think it is. I think a lot of people that was around,
Well,
like
they-
DC said, are trying to cover for him because he's so established.
No,
Yes.
they said in that culture ain't no big thing. They
Well,
ain't
and
say
I
nothing
think
about
they were
some
laughing
tongue
'cause they
sucking.
was shocked.
But they said about the kissing the little
You know
boy.
what I mean? I think they was laughing
So
because
why
they was
apologize
shocked.
then?
Him doing it.
But
Apologize
that's
to the
not-
rest of
that's
the world.
not a really good culture, though.
That's what.
That's not a great culture to be.
The rest of the world
bragging
don't
about.
pay my bills.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying,
mean-
tongue sucking is not. I seen a lot of little Indian movies. You seen that movie?
Yeah, everything.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
I done seen the little Valley High stuff.
And we ain't never seen that.
Slumdog Millionaire wasn't
All
no
that.
tongue sucking.
Wasn't
in
no
Slumdog
tongue
Millionaire.
sucking.
I just seen
Yep.
it won an Oscar. I done seen some tongue sucking before. I watch porn. I ain't seen no Indian tongue sucking.
However, I'm gonna say one thing in defense of some of those other cultures. Some of those other cultures, this transgender, transsex, and all that is forbidden. And that Bud Light put a transgender
I'm glad.
I don't know what to call him. Boy, girl, and what's his name? Got his machine gun shot all his Bud Light up.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
I didn't want to bring it up. Y'all always say, boy, we talking about the gay stuff, but that's another thing.
But I'm saying in other cultures, you know, they don't be tolerant like we do of that
Or
kind
they
of
never tolerate all.
They frown on that.
Yeah.
You go ahead and say they frowned on that.
Africa has sent a
Africa
stern
sent a
message,
strong message.
to saying like,
But
do
it-
not bring that here.
Yeah, don't bring it here.
It's a point of view.
What America tell
Is
you.
it what?
Is this a cultural point of view? Is this like the letter people? They some cultures don't look at the letter people as being something that's
Who the hell is letter people?
Yeah.
Q all the TV.
You
all
talking about the
this-
LG, that's what we're talking about now. You talking about the LGBTQ?
It's too many letters. Man.
That's what we're talking about, man. I forgot. You don't believe in them. You don't believe in the American school system and
The
it
letter
shows
people, they add a different letter. They add a new letter every year. They're gonna have all 26 letters eventually. But
yeah,
you know,
I've said
Yep,
that.
and mine is S.
I hate to bring it up at
Straight.
this time. We were going to talk about it later, but that's another thing that came up in the news that I think the gays got an upper hand on regular people again. This to me is preposterous.
No, but first
I think
off,
they're gonna shoot themselves in the
after
foot.
they came out,
I'm not gonna talk about
after
it now.
Bud Light did the ad with the transgender boy, I can't call his name. He's fairly popular among the transgenders. But after they did the ad, the sales bottomed out through the float, man.
Yeah, I think it's getting to a point that they're always putting it in people's face, and it ain't the fact that we're not accepting of it, but you're not gonna force us to like anything. And I don't care whether you LGBTQ, black, whatever it is. And I think it's getting to a point now that people feel like you are forced to accept it, and if you don't like it, then you are hatred or you're fear. It ain't that. We just don't want to be bothered with it.
Can I-
Like people don't want
Now
to
the
be.
boy
Can I
made
break
some
down the
money
story?
off
Can I
of it.
break down the story for layman people who don't understand what we're talking about?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The guy was a well-known male actor, and he was a well-known male actor.
And he's transgender.
Now he changed over to a woman, and he documented his transition for a year on TikTok.
Right.
Now he's considered a big TikTok influencer. What they call him, influencer. And then the new president or CEO or whatever she is of Budweiser, she's a female now. She said we need to keep up with the times.
Gambled.
And Budweiser's been losing. We've been losing sales for years, and we're the last in the sales business in beers. And we need to keep up with the times. And the time considers keeping up with other genres,
All
other
right,
genders.
that's good. Thank you
That's
for
what
bringing
she said.
everybody to date.
It was a bad
Now,
gamble.
let's go back to last week. Well, old-fashioned, out-of-date DC was talking about the girl and her sportsmanship, and the monkeys went crazy in the room.
He said
DC,
the monkeys went crazy in the
you
room.
old, you that was in your time. Blah blah blah.
You're still old.
Times have changed. We got to be, but y'all don't want the transgender on your beer can. Well, times have changed. You don't want the sissy on your beer can.
You cannot.
But you talking about I'm pro
You
ratchet.
cannot tie those together.
That's exactly the same thing,
Right.
brother.
Before
That's the
DC.
first thing I thought
Yeah.
about when I saw it.
Go ahead, DC.
Exactly the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Same
You
thing.
cannot tie those two together.
According to y'all's talk last week, then everybody just need to get over it because that's just part of our culture now. Ratchet is part of our culture. Don't worry about the girl losing money. Bud Light, don't worry about losing money. Just put him on there. Put RuPaul on you. You got a RuPaul T-shirt. I saw you ain't didn't I?
Hey, Brian,
Let me get this.
get it, Brian. Don't lose your mic. Don't lose your mic.
You were doing good.
Since y'all so tolerant, man, anything goes. Y'all want to go, anything goes.
The mere fact that, hey, you cannot tie those two together. The very girl that you just called ratchet saying she lost money just became the highest paid college female
Yes, she
basketball
did.
player with
Yes,
her
she did.
NIL deal. So
Yes,
you
she
cannot
did.
sit there and
Let
say,
me tell y'all how y'all been brainwashed like
Yes, she did.
Weightball said. Let me
Yes,
tell
she
you how
oh, so
y'all
now
brain-
that we got the facts, you go weight ballers.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
let me tell you how y'all brainwashed just like Weightball said.
Okay, but I don't know about this quote though. I hear you.
Go ahead.
I'm not talking about she wasn't gonna get paid. I'm not talking about she wasn't gonna get rich. I'm talking about what she would have got had it not been for that. No. See, you talking about.
You're changing it,
y'all
DC.
Talking about, I'm talking about if the girl had man, like the example I gave, Michael Jordan, one of his statements he said that I like when they were asking him about politics and stuff. He said Republicans wear gym shoes. So I'm not going to alienate them. I'm telling you, if 40-something million black folk in the country, you can be ratchet if all the black folk accept you. It does not compare to the money you could make if you got multi-mass appeal. Now, I wasn't saying the girl wasn't going to make no money. She going to make some. There's some money.
You don't think Nike's going to sign Angel Reese?
DC, can I ask you a question?
You don't think Nike?
It's more acceptable if you want.
Viola Davis came out and she did an interview, and she said she thinks she's on the level of Meryl Streep and all of them. One of the white ladies on the level.
Yeah, and what'd she say? But I ain't getting that kind of money.
Ain't getting that kind of money.
So there you go.
It ain't because she got the talent.
There you go.
I'm saying this little black girl you talking about. It ain't because she got the talent.
Okay. What you think about?
So much given to blacks, DC. It's only so much given to us.
Okay.
DC, I don't think
you think she helped her cause by?
She heard it.
Oh, she did.
She got more money. How did it not hurt? She got
definitely
more
hurt.
money than what she had
did
before.
not get more money than she would have gotten if she had just laid low. I'm gonna go deeper than that.
DC, she's
I'm
the
gonna go
highest
deeper than
paid
that.
in college. She can only get so much. First of all, the big companies can't touch her right
She ain't
now.
gonna be in college forever.
And she will probably be a top 2 pick
That's
next
going
year.
to follow her, man.
I guarantee
you can. Hey, man, you can cut them bridges down if you want to. I'm
She
gonna
didn't
go
cut
deeper than
nothing
that. I'm
down.
gonna go deeper than that. If Monique, my girl,
Oh, she's gonna
had
get
not
paid.
made that dumbass speech she made at the Oscars, talking about time, basically about time you gave niggas what they did.
Yeah.
There's no way she should have gotten an Oscar and then not getting no more movie parts.
Well, she finna get paid because she talking about she like women now. She finna get paid.
The
Yes.
brother who came out gave the most powerful speech in Oscar history, the black dude, the light-skinned dude. Remember Jesse Williams?
Yeah.
How many more movies you seen him get? He made a powerful speech. They don't listen to us on that level, brother. We've been speaking for years. We've been marching
get what you
for
can.
years.
So why not
they
be
don't
you?
Care, they don't hear.
They don't care
That
how
brother gave the most
they
powerful
don't care how
speech in
upstanding
Oscar
you are.
history, and he ain't got no more movie roles because he gave that speech. They don't.
And DC, can I say something? Can I say something?
That's not the same
And
as showing.
Budweiser didn't.
No, DC.
That's not the same as showing common sportsmanship.
But
Go
DC,
ahead, Mark.
DC, I hate to piggyback on Bo Peep again, but this thing about it, you bring up Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But let's go back before Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
We had Muhammad Ali, Bill Russell,
Yeah.
Jim Brown, and they were speaking about some stuff, and they were setting a trend, and they weren't thinking about what you were saying about. They could have made some other money, but they stood up, had their talk.
They had their following,
They had the talk, and they had
and
their
later
following.
became.
But Jim Brown, Bill Russell, Muhammad Ali.
You need to stop drinking.
Did you have a box? You have a box, man.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they all sat together, had their press conference,
All right.
and they spoke.
Let me tell you
And-
about.
and
I know
and
Jim
for
Brown.
that time, that was different.
I know Jim Brown.
That
And
was- that was different. That was different,
Let me
though.
tell you about a conversation I had with Jim Brown.
They
We
didn't-
golfing one day.
They done got the gym.
Jim Brown said, DC, you know, they say you funny. I said, well, you know, some people do, some people don't. He said, well, you like Carrot Top? I said, no, that's a clown to me. He said, well, he making more money than you as I understand it, so maybe you all consider being a clown. Okay. So I said, you the greatest running back of all time. You damn sure wasn't the highest paid. And he didn't speak to me the rest of the day.
Well, I met Jim Brown too. I met Jim Brown. I know Jim Brown.
Jim Brown.
And the thing about it is that when they did their press conference back in the 60s
Yeah.
with Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and they were talking about in the 60s and 70s, talking about their thing that wasn't going to make them money because the thing about it, the Celtics
Hold on, nigga. You
did
going too far.
not fucking like Bill Russell. right? So, but he
What's
could have made more
happening?
money if he wasn't so black back then. So, old girl doing her thing is the same thing.
I'm
I'm
saying
not gonna-
the
I'm
bottom
not gonna-
line is all money ain't good money. If you had to sacrifice being
You
yourself
got any
for
bad
a
money?
certain,
You got
for-
some bad money?
Yeah, I done got some bad money.
How
all
did you?
money.
How did you get it?
I'm just saying, if you in the streets, you can't take all money because that's how you end up locked up. If you
can't
do
get all
anything,
the money,
I'm just saying,
period.
all money. It's a certain dollar amount. You ain't gonna sell your soul.
Hey
I'm not.
man,
Let's
some
go back
people
to the
get
roots.
there, I hope she get all the money. The transgender boy.
Well, let's-
I would dare to say the transgender boy that's on the Bud Light can got more money than any of us.
Let's go back.
So why don't y'all go that route?
Well,
It ain't that
hold
much.
on.
All money
Let's
is
go
good
back
money.
to the
You
root.
chasing the money.
Let's
I
go
don't
back
care.
to the root of it. Let's go back to the root of
But
it.
DC,
Let's go back-
but DC, have they called you yet?
Let's.
Have they called me about what?
You said, well, when you go that route, have they called you yet?
They who?
But why? They said, would you dress up like a woman, want to put your face on the can? You asking us?
No, they
Listen.
wanted
You asked us,
transgender.
would we take that route? I'm asking you, would you take that
Y'all
route?
said
root
the
of it.
money is all about
No, I
that.
said
No,
all
you
money
said it's
ain't
about the
good
money.
That's the opposite
You
of that.
said it's about the
You
money.
said, would
No,
y'all
when
take
we
that
were
route?
talking about ratchetness,
Right.
and y'all said, well, you know, that's make some money being ratchet now. I'm basically agreeing with Weightball money ain't good.
No.
Because you can make some money being ratchet, you can make more in her situation. By not being
Okay.
ratchet, she would have made more money. She'd have got more endorsement deals, blah, blah, blah.
Making less than the white
She's
girl
the
who do the
highest
same
That's a lie.
thing.
Okay, first of
That's a
all,
lie.
let's go back to the
White
root.
girl.
Let's
That's
go
a
back
lie.
to the root of the
I don't believe
transgender
it.
of
Hold on,
Budweiser.
DC. It's,
Yeah.
it's not a lot of Serena Williams. It's not the young girl who did the Olympics, the ballet, not the ballet, the gymnastics. What's her name? Simone Biles.
Yes.
She was great, but nobody gets the bigger deals. DC,
Yes.
only a few.
Yes.
Serena Williams got she got all kinds of commercials, but not a lot of the athletes are getting those type of offers. DC, what's your girl who played? She's
You can always
she's
name
in a commercial now with
exceptions to the
Steph
rule.
Curry.
You can name exceptions to the rule, but
Lisa Leslie was the greatest. How many commercials did she get? DC?
overall, and this would just be an opening for women, but overall, the athletes, and I hate to put it in this term, but ain't no other way to play it, that behave get the bigger endorsement deals. I'm telling you, I talked to Michael Jordan's sister, who was saying they used to have meetings with dozens of lawyers telling them how to act so this boy could get the money.
Well,
what y'all talking about?
DC, I
is
think the word that you
limiting
said
yourself.
with the
Hold it a minute,
word-
man. Hold it. What y'all talking about is limiting yourself. Positive K don't want to just sell records to black people.
Again.
But
let's go back to the
I
basics.
think the word that you said,
Hold it.
though,
Come on, man.
behave.
Huh?
The word behave
Yeah.
is one that sends the ripples through black
I don't give
people's
a
spine
shit.
as far as
That's
the
what it is.
behave part.
If
You
you
know
want
what
to
I
get the
mean?
big endorsement, the boy, I ain't mad at Ja Morant for waving the gun in the club, but that ain't how you behave when you in the NBA and you looking at millions of
guys are-
endorsements. They not gonna give you that money
But DC,
when you acting a fool like
you're-
that.
You're
man.
talking about a
your points are
20-year-old.
too
You're talking
different.
about a 20-year-old young lady who, in the heat of passion of playing a sports
Your points
game,
are too different.
who did adjust to just like the other girl did. It's the heat of the game. It's the camaraderie.
I would
It was
Y'all
the
have
whole
two different
game.
points,
I've
man.
been in more
I'm
heated
saying at her
games
age,
than
DC,
she
she
was.
didn't. At her age, she did not think about that, and I'm pretty
Well,
sure
she should have thought about it.
Right, but I'm saying how many
She
people?
shoulda thought about it.
How many people you know in her corner were saying don't? They didn't know she was gonna do
Okay,
that.
now
They
let
didn't know
me
she
give
was
you
gonna
let
do
me
that.
give you one more scenario. I want to know how y'all feel.
None of these
about
tie
this.
in, but go ahead.
Oh, they tie in.
No,
may
they
not
don't.
tie in your brain.
No, they don't. But go
They
ahead.
do tie in.
We
They
about to
may
wrap
not tie
up.
in your damn mind.
No,
but
it
they
doesn't.
tying in mine.
Hey,
Let
Brian,
me give y'all another
Hey, Brian,
example. Let me give y'all another example. If at the end of that game, that white girl went up to that black girl and did something like that, and that girl said, "You a damn liar." Black folk, including me, would have gone crazy. I would have
It would've been crazy.
she should have knocked the shit out of him. Black folk,
Would've been crazy.
including me, would have gone crazy.
I agree. It was bad sports.
So basically, y'all are racist because it was okay when she did it to the white girl.
Wait, see,
No,
Right.
we're not
She
saying
did
that
it
we're
against
not
all
racist.
No, that's what you're saying. If you say, you didn't say nothing, no. So if you didn't see it, You got a problem if you go to the black girl and do it, but that girl y'all talking about did it to her opponent time and time again. Right. She told an opponent to shut up. Right. You're down by 15.
Let me say,
so y'all are okay with that. So we don't have a problem about the white girl getting her money.
Let me make
Come
one
on
more.
now.
Let's
talk about it all the way.
That's what I said. Now
Let's talk about it all the way.
Now I'm gonna make one more point. If you want to split it up and say, well, she can be ratchet and get that little money from her little group, then you can't be mad at a white person that says, I'm going to be ultra white, i.e. Donald Trump, and I'm going to get all this money from 300 million white people in America. So I don't think you want to split that money thing.
Wait a second. You're bringing politics into the...
Who got mad?
Different things.
It's two different things. Whether or not she was right or wrong for waving her hand in that white girl face, that's one thing. But whether or not she gonna lose money is a whole nother thing.
Let's go back a little further.
I'm a Kevin Clark fan, but
let's go back a little further than that. This is a black culture gestures. Let's start out right there. Just another thing that when white people use this black people culture and gestures, it's considered creative and it's money making.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when a black person do it, it's considered
classless.
Right.
Classless
ratchet.
ghetto.
You
Now,
said
that was
ratchet,
started-
not me.
Hold on. It started by a rapper.
It started, yes.
It started by a rapper. He did it in a song. Yayo was in 50 Cent video.
Tony Yayo.
He didn't want to be seen, so he did it to hide his face in the video. And they thought it was the coolest shit ever, and it took off from there. So
John
now
Cena did it,
when the basketball players started to the pros and everybody else, and then when this white girl did it in front of the other white girls,
was the
it's
greatest in the
TikTok.
world.
It's all over the world. Look at her. She giving her the
She the mama mentality.
She's
She's
shutting
such
her
a
down.
killer.
Shut up. It's 15 minutes left in the game. Be quiet. Shut up. Black girl do the tour.
At DC.
All of a sudden now it's disgraceful.
She's a piece of ass. And all that stuff.
I didn't say
Let's
none.
understand
First
what
place,
it is.
I didn't say none of that. I didn't call it
I think
disgraceful.
the whole point-
I said she lost endorsement credibility
How? She's
when
the
she
highest.
did.
And I
Go
think
ahead,
the whole
Diddy.
point is, from what I seen, the white girl wasn't in that girl face. She was in her face. I don't care whether you white or black. Don't put your hand in my face.
It wasn't that. The
She wasn't
game
in
before
her
that,
face.
she was in the same white girl
She's
that
in her
close
face,
to her.
and she was at the
game
block.
before
I
that,
just think that's
she
the
was in
whole
the
thing.
same
Don't
white
put your
girl
hand.
face.
Well, whether you white, black, green,
She didn't put her hand
Puerto
in her
Rican,
face.
She put her hand in
don't
her
put your
face.
hand in your face.
She didn't put it in her
She
face.
put it in her
away
face.
from her. She
In the
wasn't enough
picture
to
I
slap her.
saw, she was in the girl's
Same thing the white
spaces.
girl
But
did.
still,
Let me-
two bad sports don't make a good sport.
Hold on
Now
a
I said,
second.
just
But I'm
don't be
saying, but
putting
you
your
can't
hand in
penalize
nobody's
the black
face.
girl.
Even if the girl did it,
Why we
It don't make it right. It don't
I'm
make it
not
right.
Okay.
penalizing.
penalize
Jack.
the
We'll be
black
back.
girl.
We're listening to DisRace.